your content that you're making, your plugins, your kits? Is that more important to you than getting placements?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like why is that more important to you? One thing first is how were you able to grow your channel so fast at the pace that you did it?
That was Kyle Beats. I started my first month of YouTube. I posted like 3 videos in the month of January, and
Hmm.
then luckily Kyle Beats had a contest where you just have to flip a sample,
Yeah.
and I decided to just kind of go above and beyond the requirements. So I put in like 3 switch ups. I just made it super
I
intriguing to
seen
listen
that.
to.
Yeah, I seen that
Yeah,
one.
and then luckily for him, he shouted my channel out, and
Hmm.
immediately when I saw the video, I knew I had to make a follow up. So the next video I posted was how I like killed Cal's beat challenge, and
Uh,
luckily that got suggested to anybody that watched Cal's video. So it
wow.
was almost like a follow up to anybody. Like all his subscribers kind of like went over to me immediately after. So I was able to get like 1,000 subscribers in my first month, which is super lucky.
Okay, so that's very interesting like to know that it was because of that. And after that your channel just kind of just took off like on itself. You just kept posting like one video a
Yeah,
week or 2 videos a week, or how was it?
pretty much like 2 videos a week. Just kept doing what I was doing, and then
Uh-huh.
I was noticing a lot of the music theory stuff was doing a lot better, and that helped grow my channel a lot. You know that the thumbnail where it
Okay.
says like it's like two side by side, one's a check mark, one's an X.
Yeah.
I might have
Yeah, I seen
started
that.
that in the music tutorial space because I
Yeah,
copied it from a Fortnite tutorial, and then I did it on one of my random tutorials, and then it just got a lot of views. So I kept doing it for 808s and hi hats and arrangement, blah blah blah. And then I saw a bunch of people doing that after, and it's still people respond to it really well still.
do you enjoy making the content just as much you enjoy making the music, or is there like one that you enjoy more than the other?
Um, I don't like editing. I don't like editing videos, so I have editors for that now.
Hmm.
But if there's like a solid video concept that I can like really get creative and it's not just making a beat, then yeah, I'll really get into it. But uh, I feel like the video making is a lot more formulaic than the beat making stuff, which is why I've kind of
Uh-huh.
uh, passed it on to other people. But I still find it really fun.
how has your YouTube content played a role in your business? Like, do you check analytics? Do you check like that type of stuff, or are you just constantly just trying to make the best video, like Mr. B says all the time, the best video possible, just for your audience, I guess you would say.
I used to not care about analytics.
Hmm.
I'm starting to care about it a bit more now, just because it feels like the YouTube algorithm or something is changing, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm not sure. Like I remember when I first started, I was posting like 3 2 a week. Like, oh, I was
Hmm.
consistent,
Hmm.
and it felt like the consistency really helped my channel. But now I don't think it helps that much is more. So I'm thinking like maybe we just go for quality nowadays. So now I'm focusing on the analytics, like the click through rate and the impressions and stuff like that. But I'm still like iffy on it.
Yeah.
That's like all of that stuff is just kind of an afterthought. I'm still thinking about just this has to be a good video, because I don't want a million views on a bad video. I'd rather have a million
Yeah.
on a great one. So I'm still just thinking about the content at the end of the day.
No, man, that's crazy. So definitely you want to make quality versus quantity, right? Like that's always in your mind. It's always in the back of your head. You don't have like a set upload schedule right now that you're like, I'm gonna upload
Mm.
like for sure once a week, like how people, sometimes they're in that YouTube world that you just gotta upload at least once a week and stuff like that.
I used to do that, and I'm not sure if that's the play anymore. It feels like it's changing,
Mm.
but now, or maybe I've just gotten more lazy. But nowadays, I'm kind of just working out whenever the video's done, I'll put it up.
Is there anything you wish you would have done like differently from the start of like your career, that you probably think like, man, I should have done this a little bit differently, or is there like nothing you regret at all?
Uh, I like the place I'm at, so I can't
Yeah.
say I would do anything differently. There is stuff I want to do in the future, but it's not too late for that. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. Yeah, I don't really have any regrets right now.
Nice. So the placements, because I know you've gotten a couple placements too with like I know it was, I forgot who it was, but I know it wasn't in this country, right? It was in another
Hmm.
country.
Yeah.
How has that been like? How has that played a role in your business or career? Has that changed anything at all, or do you see like you just got to keep going, or is there like a now big like a bigger opportunity for you now because that that was a huge placement for you, even though it wasn't in this country. Like how can that affect you here in the U.S. now that you don't live in the U.S. Do you? Yeah, you did. You do live in the
Toronto.
U.S., right? Oh,
No.
Toronto. Okay. No, you live
Yeah.
in Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
So how can that affect you now, like in your career as a music producer?
So one of the main reasons I wanted to get placements is just to get eyeballs onto me.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get eyeballs onto me, then we can get them into the beat making community. Because I think this is still like a
Mm-hmm.
really niche thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to hit as many like general eyes as possible. So that's why I'm kind of trying to make viral videos that aren't as catered to FL Studio tutorials, because I just want people coming from every direction. So it'd be cool to get like a Drake placement and making a video about it. Then a bunch of like, oh, imagine like a wave of girls just become producers. Like I think that'd be like great for the community. And I'm thinking about stuff like that because I have so much of the like now I have a lot of the business set up because I have a plugin, I have the drum kits, I have a
Mm-hmm.
course. So it's not like I need to make more stuff. I just need to bring people in to
Mm.
to our world, and that's kind of what I want the placements things to do.
I didn't have this question lined up, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. So, do you feel like so the placements you're getting? Do you feel like the content or the your business as it is right now is that more important to you, like the YouTube channel, your content that you're making, your plugins, your kits? Is that more important to you than getting placements?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow! Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, why is that more important to you?
It's well, they're kind of side by side because you need an audience for your business to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel like I'm tapped out on my audience within here, I've extended as far as I can within this circle, then I
Mm-hmm.
gotta start looking elsewhere. And I feel like placements, there is another pocket there of fans that we can bring in.
Mm.
That's why like things like TikTok is super important because a random kid that has nothing to do with beat making can just scroll and they can find it. And
Are
there's
you on
another.
TikTok?
I'm starting to. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay, you're gonna blow up on there to 1 million followers like in 2 weeks, probably. The
I'm
way you
going for it.
grow.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I just want eyeballs, but
mm,
I'm only asking for that now because I have the content in place. I can't have that first and then just be figuring out what I'm doing with my channel. It has to. I feel like
mm.
I needed that support before I can start grabbing those people.
And what would you say to like somebody like that's starting off and sees you, and now like the algorithm is like the way it is, like you know what I mean? Because I feel like I put out okay, like I feel like my content's pretty good. People have liked it.
Hmm.
My channel is not growing as fast as like yours was or like other people's channels are. And I'm just like, okay, so what would you tell somebody like myself or somebody that's like just starting off to make some content because we're going to like this content world? What would you tell them to do like right off the back?
Uh, I'm thinking. I still watch a lot of like YouTube producers. There are.
Hmm.
I think it's still rooted at content at the end of the day. They just push, like when they push like a random producer video to me, it's always like the firest shit. It's
Hmm.
like maybe it's like have you seen that Kabali video with he's just like making a sample and he didn't
Who
even like
who's YouTube channel?
it's he got shouted out by Kenny Beats. Kobali,
Nah, I
Cobalii.
don't think I've ever heard of him honestly.
Yeah, like his
Mm.
video was titled "Making Soul Samples Live." His thumbnail is just like a random screen grab from the video. Like there's not really much effort put into those fronts, but the video itself is
Uh,
so damn amazing that it's getting pushed. And
uh,
he has over 100.
is the editing good or something, or is there just like it's just a
It's
video
it's
like a
the
regular?
it's the editing. It's like the song itself he made is really fire, but um
Mm.
it's hard to tap into the algorithm because man, if I knew the answers to that,
No, definitely.
I'd be at 1 million by now. But
You're almost
uh
there.
almost there, yeah. But I think yeah, still focusing on the content at the end of the day is really good.
Hmm.
Maybe working on the thumbnails and the titles. I know that's really important, but uh I think researching between like different niches is good
Hmm.
to just see like what they're doing. Like I've kind of experienced in that.
Mm.
Do you know who Navi D is?
I do. He's really. I
He's
like his
popping,
videos.
and
Yeah,
he's
his
like
style is different.
he's super new. I remember he had one video. It
Hmm.
was like 3 red flags that you should like avoid when you're making
Really?
like trap beats, and that's like straight out of a dating niche, like the red flag
Yeah.
content. And like, yeah, so you know that guy does his research. I think you got to just,
Yeah.
like, research. And if you're beginning, it's still great to experiment at that time too. So um
Hmm.
yeah, that was a convoluted answer. But yeah.
Where do you see the future of content making producers as opposed to industry producers?
mm, uh where do I see the future of that? I think it's still early for us.
You think
I
so?
think Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot more like brand deals between, like,
Mm.
specifically for like the content guys. I think it'd
Hmm.
be cool to see like us partnering with like really big brand names, and not like Isotope and like Spectrasonics, but like going beyond that, like
Okay.
Nike or like Red Bull and like
Mm.
stuff like that. And
Okay.
um I will that's something I want to see. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but
No, I mean
if
that's awesome to know, like to actually think about it. Yeah.
like the industry producers are like amazing, I think content producers are really good for like the eyeball thing I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Just getting views and getting engagement. So I think it'd be smart for brands to hit us up a lot more.